I'm Mark Argent, and I'm out helping in Sharon Docherty's campaign in the Ramsey by-election. Very conscious that we're slap bang in the middle of a heat wave. These summer heat waves seem to be happening more and more often as winter flooding is happening more and more often. Two very clear signs of climate change. A few days ago, Keir Starmer resigned as Prime Minister. Donald Trump's predictably crass response included suggesting that this was partly a result of his support for net zero. Trump effectively saying you should ignore the problem, or at least saying addressing the problem makes you unpopular, so ignore it. This is grossly irresponsible. You can't simply wish away a problem. Standing here outside Ramsey, there are wind turbines in the background. That's part of the solution to addressing CO2 emissions. It needs all sorts of other things. It needs a very integrated approach. It needs every country to do its bit. But simply wishing away the problem isn't the answer. Here in the UK, Reform have been talking about so-called net zero madness, very much bracketing themselves with Trump and saying that you can ignore the problem or pretend the problem will go away because we're not doing something about it. That is incredibly irresponsible. Right now we're seeing people buying fans, buying air conditioning, people struggling to work. There's already a serious consequence affecting people's lives right now with this heat wave. The climate change situation is going to get worse, but actually we can get ahead of the curve. We can invest, we can change things. One nation on its own doesn't solve the entire problem, but it's absolutely imperative that we do our bit. And by doing our bit, we also help to put pressure on other countries to do their bit. For this by-election, I'd encourage people to vote for Sharon. Reform seems to be the other alternative, and their attitude to climate change does seem to be grossly irresponsible. More generally, bear in mind that Lib Dems are actually talking about working with others to address this urgent problem before it becomes even more serious, and find a way to actually have a successful, economically vibrant, zero-carbon future.